Hello everybody, welcome to Zielonka, the new DLC from Giants. We are starting up here on the North Farm for this playthrough. Let's see, the original starting farm is down here. Took the liberty, and we're gonna start on the North Farm. Kind of interesting, change it up from some other YouTubers. Everybody's doing the farm you start with. We're gonna start with a North Farm, change it up here. We got our chickens just like the other farm. And same starting equipment. I moved everything up here from the first farm. Only thing I really changed here was the color of our vehicle. I went with a little yellow to change it up a little bit. We are starting with these two fields. The one here behind our farm and then the other one across the road. One's got oats, the other one's got wheat. And they are both ready to harvest. So we're going to get on that. And I think what I'm going to end up doing here is putting in those root crops here on this front field. Nice long straight rows. Let's get a aerial view. Nice straight rows. It's right in front of the farm. I think it'll look very good. I think what I'm going to do different from other YouTubers is I'm going to do like, I think I'll do 8 rows. That way if we ever do get towards the bigger machine, we can get it in 2 passes and then be done with each crop. So we'll have 8 rows of, you know, beets, 8 rows of parsnips, and then 8 rows of carrots. And then I'm going to have a, big gap in between those. That way it's doable with a single harvester, and then it won't get so long and repetitive. I think I might have to do something special on the side here where it kind of bows in, but we'll see how that goes when we get to it. We got to get it harvested first. We also have the preservative factory right down the road right here. We will purchase that probably pretty quick right away. Not very far to go at all, so I like that. If you're noticing the money that we're starting with, we got 350,000. What I did was we start with 100,000 on the original playthrough, but I went ahead and walked around and grabbed all the collectibles, the golden apples. I did release a video earlier before this playthrough, so if you want to get all those apple locations, there's a video I did on that. That way, that gets us up to 350,000, which is excellent for starting capital. But we're not going to dive into that money right away and upgrade, because like I said, the preservative factory, or the Preserved Food Factory, let's get the name right, is going to cost us like $100,000, I believe. And then there's a few other upgrades we're going to want to get as we go through and do this playthrough. Let's go ahead and get our harvest done. And then we can start planning for the next year here. It's always exciting starting a new playthrough. I've been waiting on this one. I mean, seeing all the other YouTubers do it, but not having a chance to do it, and now I'm here. It's very exciting. Let's see, we're going to disable the straw swath. Yeah, because we're not going to worry about baling right now. Just going to get these harvested. We're actually going to need the wheat for our chickens anyway. Let's go ahead and fire that up, and we shall get started here. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, so we'll see how this playthrough goes. I know it's probably going to get burned out for a lot of folks watching, because there's like every YouTuber's doing it. So if people lose interest, then I'll just stop doing these. I'm still going to do the personal playthrough myself. That's why I'm recording this right now regardless. Because I think it'd be fun to do this map and have the North Farm, something different from every other YouTuber. But again, if it gets burned out and people are sick of it, then we'll quit recording it, I guess. Just about full here, almost a full tank. It's close enough, I think. You gonna make it? Ooh, almost made it to the end. Let's go ahead and get our first load here dumped for the chickens. They are very hungry. And then we can put the rest into our silo. I guess we're close enough. We don't really need to monkey around with the carting back and forth, since... Let's see, where's that trigger at? There it is. See how much they take. That's it. 750 liters. Very good. Yeah, so what we'll do, I think, is we'll just drive over here and then just dump it directly into our silo. Should be good for a while, I think, for our chickens by doing this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not have much room as we thought here. Very tight, very tight. Might have to move that Zader. Make sure our silo's working. Yep. Coming in here, we got plenty of room, 400,000 liters. This will last us a while. We will probably sell the oats, I think, across the road. We'll just have to wait for the best month, which will be in... looks like January. But we're going to be going through this first year quite fast because I'm eager to get to the new root crops. And like I said, we'll differentiate ourselves from the other YouTubers a little bit. We're just going to do small rows. Because we do start with that one row unit picker. And it would get pretty boring, I think, doing many rows. So I think about 8 rows for each crop would be about perfect. Alright, just getting the last of it here. First field is done. It's always exciting. Bam. Alright. Get this dumped into the silo. And I think we'll put a worker off on the oats field over there. And then while they're doing that, we're going to go ahead and get this side cultivated, disc-harrowed up, whatever that we start with. I guess I'm not even absolutely sure on that. Because I believe next month we have to plant our barley, if that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do in that field is barley. We'll get that planted. There we go. Nice and easy. Yeah, so if we're doing barley, it's got to get planted in September. So we'll get a worker going on that. Or actually, I'll probably do the disc harrowing. And then we can... we'll put a worker off on the combine here, I think. And like I said, I think we're just going to keep this playthrough just nice and small. We're going to get too crazy on big fields and big combines, and we probably will upgrade the combine down the road. But it's more so I want to get to those new crops. I know everybody's probably sick of them, but I definitely want to try them out. Let's start on the far side, because I think this side closest to the farm here is going to give us some trouble on a worker. Alright, so let's go ahead and hire. There shall be oats. Yep, we are good. Alright, so what we're going to do here is get off on a tractor. We're going to need, what is our power requirement for that? Let's see, it is a disc harrow, and that needs 150. Let's see, both tractors, we got 160 and 150 on the Zader. Should we try the Zader? Let's give this guy a shot. There's no weight in front. I mean, well, I guess we got the stock weights there, I guess. There's no 3-point. It's always nice having a new tractor for a playthrough, or a new older tractor, I should say, because there's just something about the old style that's nice to have in these farm simulator games. Oh yeah, we also have this shed here, which might be kind of useless when you look at it, but maybe we can put some kind of, I don't know, small tractor. Maybe I will get a small tractor with a wagon or something for the chickens so we can feed them relatively easy. Looks like he's keeping up over there. But we have, we do have precision farming on. Oh, we gotta buy the map yet. See, purchase soil information, yes. Looks like we got some loam and sandy loam and even some silty clay, a little bit of everything. pH is bad, so we actually have to get some lime. Alright, I'm looking at the spreaders here. Obviously, this one would probably be the best one to go through, but I want to change it up a little bit. I think we're going to go with this Kubota one. We actually still have a nice spread on this one. I don't know how long it would last. It does do fertilizer and lime. These other ones just are a little small on the hoppers. I think this would be kind of interesting to try something different. Let's see here. Yeah, we can put the extension on. So let's do that. And we're going to do, let's do the old decal. So we got tractor size. We'll do medium. And we can change the color too if we didn't want to do Kubota. Yeah, let's get rid of the Kubota. And make it more old school. Alright, yeah, I like that. Let's give her a shot. Again, 42 working with, that's pretty good. $20,000. We need to get it. I think we might have to. Let's shut this tractor off. Oops, how's our... Still doing good there. Looks like he's going to have plenty in the hopper. Let's use the feet. We'll put the weight on the front because I'm not absolutely sure how heavy that hopper is going to be. And then we'll run on over to the shop and then we'll grab our spreader. We'll have to buy some lime bags too, I guess. Stuff to say in this playthrough if we should put up a bin of lime or if we should just stick with bags. It might be kind of fun to stick with bags since it's a smaller farm. But I guess it'll actually give us some use for that pickup truck, otherwise it just sits in the yard as a yard ornament. We'll have a reason to drive over here and use it. I almost wonder if we shouldn't get the dealership to have a forklift for us too, probably, to make loading easier on the truck. Alright, here we are, the spreader. See how nicely she hooks up. Excellent. Looks like a pretty decent sized bin here too. Let's go ahead and purchase some lime. We get a big bag, it's always the best deal. Lime, $350 for $2,000. So we're actually not even gonna fit all this on the spreader. There we go. Excellent. Alright, and we might have to bring the truck back over at some point. Oh yeah, for those wondering what happened to the original start farm over here. It's right across the road, and it looks like everything has been moved out and abandoned. The one thing that would have been nice about having the original starting farm would have been the shop being that close. Would have been very nice. But variety is good. Alright, let's head on back to the farm. Alrighty, so I don't see any way to change the working width. Maybe you can't change it on this one. We'll find out here, I guess. Because I got the button ready. And we'll see if we can do it as we spread. Nope, it's not changing. So that's one thing. It looks like we're going to be going through this really quickly. We can't change that on here. And we're out. So, yes. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to run on back to the shop. And we're going to get a few bags. I knew it was going to go quick. I just didn't think it was going to go that quick. It was pretty crazy how quickly that went on us. Well, let's go ahead and purchase a few here. I don't think I can fit too many on. Let's do 4 and then we'll take that partial with. 1,400. Alright. I'm gonna see if they can get a forklift for us or something here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good news. The shop did have a telehandler, or excuse me, a wheel loader. Wait, what is this considered? They just told me it was a front loader. I gotta get my names right here. And they have this bag attacher too, so it makes picking up these bags even easier. I don't even know if we're gonna get all 4 on here, to be honest. It's pretty, these are pretty big. We might have to just take a couple and get the others whenever. Yeah, we might get it. It's kind of resting on the side of the truck there. But if we strap her in, we might just get lucky. Ooh, I thought that one was going to fall in for sure, but it didn't. Alright, just a partial here. Maybe we could put this one on the back, I suppose. It's kind of tough to say deciding here. At least we get some use out of this pickup truck, huh? If we can call it a pickup truck. There we go. Alright. Get this back over by the shop here. And they do have a pallet fork as well, so when we do get pallets or whatever our needs are, that's the least they could do for us. Very good. Alright. Get these strapped in. There we go. So that's strapped. That one fell in though, that was good. It was almost possible, but look at that. Oh, we got quite the load here. Alright, let's head on back down to the farm and we get that liming finished up. Alright, nearly there. Looks like the worker got that field finished alright. We get that unloaded into our silo. Might as well bring these right to our field so we can keep this going. I will set it over here, I guess. I'm hitting the brakes, but it's like it can barely stop, so that's a lot of weight. Should we unstrap them? Might help when we use it up here. Alright, let's get back to liming here, and then we'll probably have to hit the other field too, I'm guessing. Alrighty, you got that squared away. Oh, we actually have to buy the information on this field too. Probably should have did that before we started liming it, to be honest. My bad. Alright, yeah, so I guess it still knew what to do for perfect, I guess. Probably could have almost held off on this field too, maybe, because we're going to change it into those other rows. And that won't really be until next year. It was more so to get this one behind the farm done. Let's go ahead and top this up so we can clear our truck out. Good news is we won't have to lime for probably a couple, 2-3 years again, so they'll take care of that. We still got a few bags here that could probably go in that shed. I guess we could put the lime spreader in that shed. We're gonna need like a smaller tractor, I think, for this, because we're gonna have a hard time getting in here, I think. But if we can get it somewhat in there, at least it's out of the rain. Yeah, it's a pretty small shed, but that'll do for now. Alright, now we can get to our disking. Let's see if this tractor can handle it, the Zader. I'm a little skeptical. We'll see what happens here. Drop her down. And we are off. I just like to double check the ground states. Nitrogen says okay, but it's not really going to know until we get our crop in there, which we will be doing barley for next month. Alright, it's looking good here. So I think I'm gonna crack on and we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, just get the last strip here. Had to back up a couple times to try to get it all in one go, but we did miss one little spot. I suppose it's not that big of a deal. We'll make sure we get it all. Alright. Yeah, that field was definitely bigger than it looks. When I first bought this farm, I was like, oh, nice little small field back there, but that's a pretty big field when it really comes down to it. Good medium size. Alright, let's go ahead and get our wheat dumped here. Or excuse me, our oats. We already did our wheat. We'll put this actually in our wagon because we're going to sell it here in January. We got no other crops that are going to be going in there. So we might as well throw it in there. We're going to use the small trailer for the oats. Get some use out of that one. Oh, we got to get use out of both, but we're going to utilize both of these trailers. We got to get the cover open on this one. Oh yes, plenty of room. Then we can also go ahead and cover it up so it don't get wet for the winter. I suppose we could leave that there. Alright, so I think we're going to leave it right there for today's episode. On the next episode, we're going to have to go ahead and get our... Well, we'll move to September. We'll get this seeded with barley. And we'll probably just fly through the months, but we'll have to weed at some point, and then we're going to have to get that ridger bought for our crops. But those don't really plant until next year, so there's no rush on that. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.